Right, tomorrow I'm going to the Midlands, so decided to drop this off to be skimmed at my mate Martin's MJA Automotive, I think it is, or MJ Engineering in Bromsgrove. He does the cars for Car SOS now. He does all the engine work for them. My mate Michael Rudge, he works for them, SOS, and is the link up. So they're good. They're a good. The only people I trust to skim my heads on expensive motors like this. But as you can see, I thought I'd try the Jenveys on. Really nice individual throttle body setup. Pretty simple, single cable. But I'm looking at it. I didn't think the inlet would be a million miles off standard. Obviously standard is in centre, but I didn't think it'd be a million miles off, but I think it is. Kicks out a couple of extra inches, well, inch, 2 inches extra to the right, I think. There's nothing in the way over in that direction that I think of. Fuel pressure regulators there, but in regards to the back section, I'll show you. I'm not too sure. We've got aircon. Looking at it, I think it will clear, and the pickup pipe should still sit at the back, the end bolt of the inlet. So I'm not sure if my aircon's going to be an issue. Another thing, at the moment it's got Siemens injectors in it, which are going to be too long for that fuel roll. If I want to run the Jenveys on here, I figured out, like I said before, in regards to the TPS sensor for the wiring, but not too sure what injectors I could get to suit that injector rail. But yeah, I think they'll be going in on the standard fuzzy management that's in it. I think I'm going to see if I can get them in. I don't think it'll be a massive chore. But yeah, so I'm going to drop the head off for skimming. If I drop it off for skimming now, it means I'll be half tempted to just chuck it back on, get her up and running again. Do a big jobs another day. I can drop the front. I'm still going to drop the radiator off, sort out the oil leak around the crank seal at the front, because that's flicking up. But in regards to dropping the block and doing pistons and rods and things like that, yeah, it's not happening any day soon. So, but it looked nice with Jenveys on it. I might get my mate to vapoplast the exhaust housing on the turbo, not the exhaust side. Well, yeah, get the turbo vapoplast so it look tidier. And we've got a nice carbon turbo root shield. We've got to try and fit in around this breather pipes to that header tank. Well, mirrored header tank, it's the breather, so yeah. Well, I'm going to drop it off anyway. But I'm still on with that bloody thing. My mate Wenny, some of you might know him from the Mark III at Santa Pod. 4-wheel drive Mark III Escort used to go up Santa Pod. He was breaking one of these. He had loads of parts kicking around, so he sent me everything I needed basically. Sent me injectors, which I haven't tackled yet, but he sent me the new tensioner for the auxiliary belt. I put it on and rattles still appeared. I took the belt off, no rattle. So that confused me a bit. I spoke to my mate Wayne, and he said when the tensioners give up, they take the bottom pulley with them. The pulley's got like a torque, it's like a bit like a dual mass. It's got a torque in it to take off the dampening when the belt goes. It's got a dampening section on it, so I think that's rattling its tits off. Did find the local car spares. I asked them for a price, and they wanted like 78 quid for a bottom pulley, and I thought, nah. So I've been on eBay, 21 quid delivered. It'll be here in a few days. I'm not in a rush, so yeah. I've got the new spring fitted to the driver's side. It's nice and tight in there. In regards to looking on the passenger side one's not snapped, but if I grab that I can turn that slightly, so I think it's either compressed and lost its rigidity, or there is an issue right up top that I can't see, right in the turret top. So I'm going to put this on, and when I get it back on the floor, if the driver's side is higher than the passenger side, I'll do the passenger side. I'm not going to lie, I've got a spring compressor, the floor, you know, the floor mounted ones that you pump up and it squashes a spring. I put that in there today and I was like, nah, this isn't happening. So I took that down to a local garage, introduced myself, said I'm new to the area, could you fit a spring on a strut for me, because see what tooling they've got. They had a great setup that went in a vice, cups that go on both ends, shrunk it down. It took them 2 minutes, they put that in for me, charged me a tenner. So if the passenger side's an issue, I'll be getting passenger strut down to the garage, another tenner, done. I went down in the Jag and they seemed to appreciate the car. The secretary didn't. She thought it needed scrapping, a bit like the wife did when I brought it home once. But without being sexist, a lot of women don't seem to like that car, but geezers love it. So yeah, it's a dick magnet. But that, hopefully next week, back on the floor, and injectors. I've ordered some injector seals as well whilst I was at it. I'll change the injectors and see where we're at, and I can't wait to get rid of it. I'm sick of seeing it on the drive, to be honest. Can't wait for it to be gone. Cheers. Right, just a little add on at the end. There she is, ready to be delivered to MJ tomorrow. I'm getting to give her a good clean up while she's at it. Give it a bath. I think it's got like acid baths there. Get her nice and clean. So I'll let you know when I get it back.